Prologue. What would you do? Suppose you stumbled upon the constitution of an organization that was terrorizing the world. Would you ignore such a document, or would you read it? Suppose you discovered that this constitution's most prominent themes were pain and punishment, thievery and violence, intolerance and war. If the regime's charter ordered its devotees to kill, plunder, and terrorize, would you sound the alarm? What if this Constitution was supported by a manifesto that contained the only authorized biography of the regime's founder, and the first devotees of this doctrine, its co-founders, said that their leader was a sexual predator, a pirate, and a terrorist? If you found such evidence, what would you do with it? What if this leader motivated his mercenaries to murder and mayhem by allowing them to keep what they had stolen in the name of the cause, their victims' homes, businesses, money, and even their women and children? All right, no more hypotheticals. I'm going to share some passages from this Constitution, from the covenant of the world's largest and most violent organization. I've changed the names to disguise the source without altering the message.
Your leader has sent you from your homes to fight for the true cause. Your leader wished to confirm the truth by his words. Wipe those who disagree with us out to the last. We shall terrorize everyone who isn't like us. So smite them on their necks and every joint, and incapacitate them. For they are opposed to our doctrine and to our leader. Whosoever opposes our doctrine and our leader should know that we are severe in retribution. And know that 1/5 of what you acquire as booty in war is for our great leader. The rest is for you. The use of such spoils is lawful and good.
This popular and misunderstood Constitution says,
fight them until all opposition ends and only our doctrine rules. If you meet anyone who disagrees with us in battle, inflict on them such a defeat as would be a lesson for those who would come after them, that they may be warned. Slaughter those who disagree with us. Wherever you find them, lie in wait for them. They are specimens of foolishness. Punish them so that our superior dogma and leader can put them to shame. If you apprehend treachery from a people with whom we have a treaty, retaliate by breaking it off. Those who do not think like us should know that they cannot bypass our doctrine. Surely they cannot get away. Fight them until they pay a heavy tax in submission to us. How perverse are they! Our leader and his doctrine will damn them. For anyone who offends our leader or opposes our doctrine will receive a painful punishment. We will burn them alive. So prepare against them whatever arms and weaponry you can muster, that you may strike terror into the enemies of our cause.
This Constitution is genuine, and millions follow its message. Exposing it, understanding it, might actually save you from the wrath it inspires. The covenant goes on to say,
our leader urged all who agree with us to fight. If there are 20 among you with determination, you will vanquish 200. If there are 100, you will vanquish 1,000 of our enemy, for they are a people devoid of understanding. Our leader drove your enemy back in fury. He motivated our side in battle. He made their citizens flee from their homes, and he terrorized them, so that you killed some and made many captives. Our great leader made you inherit their lands, their homes, and wealth, and gave you a country you had not traversed before.
This sounds like a terrorist manifesto, a covenant for war and genocide. Does anything this immoral, this out of touch with human decency, actually exist? If it did, and if it were this blatant, you'd expect to see its followers amassing their weaponry. You'd expect to see them rise up and terrorize the world. Not only would they feel it was their duty to kill, you'd expect their fallen assassins to be immortalized, hailed as martyrs, and paraded down crowded streets, banners waving, tears flowing, guns blazing, with angry diatribes spewing from hate-filled faces. You'd expect them to wage war under the guise of doctrinal supremacy, wouldn't you? And if there were such people, our journalists and politicians would have ferreted them out, exposed them, and protected us, right? Wrong. With the exception of changing the names of the perpetrators and their victims, what we read is from the actual Constitution of an enormous, rapidly growing, extremely well-funded, and horrendously violent worldwide cult. And as bad as that sounds, it gets worse in context. The manifesto proudly proclaims that unarmed civilians were annihilated by armed gangs. Men were decapitated on the orders of the dogma's founder. Thousands of children were sold into slavery. Women were raped, the leader himself participating. Townships were plundered, businesses were looted, and productive assets were destroyed. The villains slept in their victims' beds, abusing their wives and daughters, and each bloody affair was meticulously recorded by the founders' companions and later chronicled by the regime's most esteemed clerics. It's time to turn the page. Let's look at what the founders' companions had to say about their leader and his manifesto. Once again, I will change the names, but nothing else.
Kill them. For he who kills them will get a great reward. Our leader said, our doctrine assigns for a person who participates in battles in our cause to be rewarded with booty if he survives, or he will be admitted into the hall of heroes if he is killed in battle as a martyr. Had I not found it difficult for my followers to do without me, I would have remained in army units, fighting great battles, and I would have loved to have been martyred for the cause.